Hey buddy, Crow back again with another Zaccaria Pinball table. This time we're going to be looking at the third table on the list here. Devil Riders from 1984. So let's jump on in it. And we're going to look at Devil Riders up there. I didn't look at this in Internet Pinball Database recently, but I do know that guy in a motorcycle kind of cycles around sometime during the game. I don't know if I'll have an opportunity to see that while playing this because, of course, we don't really see the back box. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll tilt up. I don't know. And again, I haven't played this table yet. Just seen it because I was looking at all the tables earlier today. So we've got two ramps here. We got move ramp, and looks like is that an upper playfield? It's kind of hard to. Yeah, upper playfield with upper flippers. It looks like. So that is really interesting. So after this part, I'm just gonna kind of cut to the end after I'm done playing. I could give you more thoughts on this. All right, I'm back after playing this for well over 2 hours. This game is brutal. This game is really brutal. Okay, let me tell you what I figured out in this game. It's all about the ramps. We can't tell from this static shot is that the ramps, you have to look at a down angle. The ramps are up in the air to begin with. You have to hit the drop down targets to lower the ramps, and you can get the ball up into this area. Conversely, you could also hit these spot move ramp targets if they get caught in the bumpers back here and they happen to be lit. That could also drop these drop targets in front of the ramp. Once you get it up, you could use this mini section, and I suppose you're supposed to hit the lights that are lit. I didn't quite figure that out. But the camera, I'm sure you saw it, the camera angle moves up and you can see the back box. The guy in a motorcycle is supposed to drive around in a circle, but he's not doing this. Now, I had somebody actually from Zaccaria Pinball, the community guy or whatever. He was in the stream, and I was actually talking to him earlier, and he told me a lot of stuff about it. But I asked him if the guy was supposed to be driving around a circle. He said he was, and he was earlier. So maybe there's some reason they updated this to where he stopped moving. That does look like a static image. So maybe in the future that'll be updated to work properly. Other than that, we've got these side flippers here that normally don't activate, but if they hit the triggers, you can hit the flippers. I'm sure I say that in past tense, but you haven't seen it yet. I got to remember this is gonna be. I'm filming this after I've already played it, but I'm gonna be showing this in the video before you've seen the gameplay. But you can hit these flippers to bounce the ball back with the right timing, and it's just an awesome feature. But once you do that, these lights become unlit, and they don't light again until these drop targets drop again, and then they both get relit if necessary. The game is brutal because it does have a tendency to drop right down the middle. The ball does have a tendency to move unpredictably. I had a problem with it where it wouldn't bounce as predictably as I thought, or it would bounce back quicker, a lot quicker than I was anticipating. And sometimes it just goes in the outlane so fast you just can't react on those flippers fast enough to bounce it back. It can be a really frustrating table, but at the same time, you're just like, it's frustrating in a good way because you're like, just one more time. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. And that's why I've been playing this for over 2 hours. And that's all I got to say about that. So, coming up now is some footage of different lighting environments, clean playfield, most of them, and also some dirty playfields. And you'll see not my best game, because my best game was actually in a lighting mode that I don't really want to show the whole game for. I want to show it in midnight. So it's going to be my second best game, but it's going to show pretty much everything. Except for this red light special. I don't know what I did to get that the one time, but it does give you an extra ball if you can hit it while it's lit. But yeah, this is a fun table, but man, is it, you had to be prepared for it, because this has just drained me.
Ready for the ride.
Alright, to start out with, we're looking at the table in the morning lighting. It is quite colorful, although if annoying, it's got the clown on this, and it is a table about Devil Riders. Well, I guess the clown could be the devil. But again, Since the last table I did, I decided to keep the lamps down to 25%, and I think that's a much nicer effect, much more subtle. 50% I think was too bright. This, of course, is afternoon, where we've got the shadows creeping across the table. In Time Machine, it was really noticeable, and it's a little bit noticeable here. I realized in Locomotion, it was hardly noticeable at all. And here we go, Midnight. This is actually the mode I like playing in the most. It is a bit dark, but it really lets the lights shine, especially when you turn down the percentage of the lamps. And this is, of course, the storm, which is even darker with the flashes of lightning, which is always really cool. I always have to show this mode off, and I will continue to show it off because it is so damn cool. Coming up next, I think, is another midnight mode, but this time with white lights instead of the original lights. Again, as if this table had LEDs, white LEDs in it, for a very, very clean look, very modern look with the lights. And then here it is with colors. And I noticed, midnight with colorful lightings, I noticed that the colors are very, very muted. I've noticed in Time Machine and Locomotive, it was very, the colors popped out a bit more. Here it's a bit more subtle, you almost don't even notice it. And here is the morning lighting with the worn table. So this is pretty much as bright as you could get it with the worn table. Because as soon as you put max out the table awareness at max, everything gets darker. And even darker still, the storm with the worn table. Everything's all rusted up. The plastics are all milky white. Yeah, this means you need some repairs. Well, it's, it would be functional too. But anyway, I gotta stop talking now because upcoming is my best game. Well, second best game. So here it is.
Ready for the ride. Look out!
Well, it would have been nice if that red light was lit. I just need to calm down for a minute. I might be too much on edge.
Great. Now ride the big wheel.
Okay. And I somehow blew that.
Look out!
Ugh. Oh, we got it up there.
It's your magic moment.
And that guy on the motorcycle is supposed to go do loops, but it's a feature that's not currently working. Apparently it was working at one point.
Faster. You're out of gas.
I'm out of gas. So now I'm actually a bit satisfied. I actually got it up there.
Look out!
The name of the game is just keep the ball in play. Well, I think we got multiplier going now, so we're doing good on bonuses. Oh man, I thought I was gonna hit that right flipper. Well, okay. This is gonna be the game I keep. So this is gonna be the last game, because I've been playing this for way too long, and so far this is the best score I've gotten in a while.
Look out! Look out!
I freaked out. I had it both because I didn't know. Oh shoot! Oh woo! Okay. Okay, got 5 multiplier. Okay, I thought I was up to 10, but I guess.
Great. Now ride the big wheel.
Okay, we got multiplier times 10 now, so we're doing good. I think we're on our way to a good game here. Over 100, 600,000. Oh, wow. This has been about an hour. I've been waiting to have a game like this.
Look out!
Oh. blew that shot. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit it. Ugh. And that's a good bonus too. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with Pinball Arcade, and like they had a really weird setup to begin with. Oh, okay, well that's a weak third ball. That's only going to give us 13 seconds of bonus time, but that didn't matter anyway. 10 seconds left still. The countdown timer doesn't continue until you get the ball back in play. What are we going to wind up with? Just short of 900,000? Okay, yeah, not my best game, but this is probably my second best game. I'm done playing this. Oh man, it was just brutal to get a game up this high again. Oh wow, if only my game 3 could have been as good as my not my game 3, but if only my ball 3 was as good as ball 1 and ball 2. And that's gonna do it for this video of Devil Riders as we end the video on this flyover of the table. Yeah, it turned out to be a pretty fun, if not frustrating and very difficult table. When I was playing it earlier, I was getting some decent scores, and you might have noticed that my highest score was 1.1 or almost 1.2 million, and I didn't really show that game because it happened to be during the thunderstorm mode that I played it, so you wouldn't have really been able to see a whole lot, and that was the main reason I didn't want to use that one. And as a result, when I was done getting all the footage for all the different modes or lighting, and I went back to start playing it, I was like, okay, well, I think I could beat the score, and I just kept playing, and I kept playing, and I kept playing, and I played for like an hour and a half, and I just was not coming close to anything good. And then that last game you saw there, finally hitting over 100,000 and getting up into that upper play field. There were whole games where I was having problems doing that. I was just so elated that I was finally finished. So with all that being said, I think the next table is going to be Pinball Champ, unless I'm mistaken. So look forward to that. So if you haven't already, I recommend subscribing if you're interested in continuing to see these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching.